maybe rather than asking what is blackness, we need to ask when is blackness. For the simple reason that blackness was in fact a category created during, well, just previous to the Enlightenment, but codified during the Enlightenment. The notion of blackness as we understand it today doesn't exist before the 15th century.
I would like to consider what direction Black Studies departments would have to take in order to be seen as necessary components of a college education instead of simply a pool of supplementary and interesting classes.
There is that tendency to equate racism with emasculation. Another good example is lynching. We rarely talk about the fact that 40% of the lynching victims were black women who were doing the same things as black men. They were fighting for political equality. They were standing up when they were being beaten and humiliated. But while it is absolutely true that the lynching of black men was trumped up on this excuse of supposedly for trying to protect white femininity, what we ignore then and what we reinscribe again is this notion that racism is simply the emasculation of black men, and when black women come into it, they are simply objects that are fought over. I like categories to be problematic, and I like them to be spilling over, and I like them to be messy, so that hopefully when we start saying African American, actually a conversation has to come into place. Well, now who do you mean? Do you mean recent African immigrants? Do you mean so-and-so? Do you mean people who, you know, can find some kind of African ancestry but are barely aware of it or not aware of it? So I would say continue to use black and African American and black American and all those other ones, but keep the questions going every time we use those terms and every time they come up.